A recent pickup that I got from eBay is Goodbye and Other Stories, a collection of stories by Yoshihiro Tatsumi, published by Catalan Communications. And this is a book that I've been looking for quite a while. This is where patience pays off because these books are available, but people ask for a lot of money. This book was published in January of '88, so this is 35 years old. So sometimes the page is yellow, sometimes the condition's not that great. The condition's pretty good. It's got a little minor bump here, and you can see like the glue here. But again, these books were not made to be, I don't think they were made to age 35 years. The story behind this book was that apparently Catalan did have the license to create a Spanish translation of these stories. And then they went ahead and printed an English one and published it, but it was unauthorized. So the difference between this and the volume of Goodbye and Other Stories published by Drawn and Quarterly in the first decade of the 21st century is that this has 3 stories that are not included in any of the Drawn and Quarterly collections. Also, where the Drawn and Quarterly books are about, I would say, this big, about that big, more like traditional manga volume size. This is a nice, large trade paperback. As I am a huge Tatsumi fan. He was considered the father of Gekiga, which was the more mature style of manga. It came out in the late 50s. His first book was Black Blizzard, which is great. I have all his work that's translated in English. I have. I just find that his stories are about Japan in the late 60s and early 70s, and they deal a lot with, Japan was going through an economic boom at this time, but societal pressures weren't really being addressed. It's like, oh, the country's doing great, but there was a lot of pressures as far as on men who had served in the war, on the role of women, just a lot of interesting issues, and it kind of shows that beneath that gloss of Japan being this rising power, there's a lot of things that they were dealing with at home that weren't dealt with in the best ways. So this is something that I've really been looking for. I had it on my watch list, and then someone made a great offer for it, great deal for it, and I took it. And eBay has this deal now because I've been selling some of my collection, and before they used to pay you out, but now they're like, hey, you could use some of your money to buy other books. So it was sort of like a trade where I sold some books, got paid for them, and then I used a small portion of the proceeds to buy this, except that eBay takes their 13% fee, where just in a straight up trade, you just have to hope that you're not getting ripped off. But anyway, this is something that I've really been looking forward to. You can find these books are available. It's not like they're rare. It's just to get a good price and not pay an overinflated price, you have to just be a little bit patient. I just love this cover. I just love the way this cover is done. I used to think that this like spotting here and here was damage from the cover, but then I realized over time this is just actually part of the color treatment. Again, this is just a really great book. I'm really looking forward to this. And now, with the exception of one anthology that was published, I think 15-20 years ago, I will have all the Tatsumi books that have been translated in English in my collection. Well, that's it. Thanks.